CTI Butler now has a technique inference engine. And I know the first question you're asking is, what is a technique inference engine? Let's jump right into that by showing you an example of what's possible. In any attack knowledge base in CTI Butler, this technique inference engine exists, and it exists for technique and sub-technique objects. If I load a technique to demonstrate, and I will choose acquire access for this example. For those familiar with CTI Butler, you'll now see a new tab in the bottom right-hand corner here that is predict. Now, what the predict tab does is predict other techniques that have been seen or potentially will be seen in the same campaign or attack. And the way this model has been created, the way this inference engine has been created, is using over 6,000 threat intelligence reports and over 50,000 attack technique extractions from those reports to try and model common behaviours, patterns of techniques that are commonly seen together. And what this means is, if I'm looking at an ongoing attack, or I'm researching a previous attack, it gives me a direction to follow. It helps me hone in on potentially where I should be looking. And where this gets super useful is the ability to chain these techniques together to improve the predictions. Let me give you a concrete example of what I mean there. Let's imagine I'm writing a threat intelligence report from some research I've been performing. And in that research, I've seen the use of PowerShell commands. I've seen the use of malware or malicious files, potentially before that PowerShell usage. You'll see, though, as I'm clicking these additions to the prediction comparison, that the table and the probabilities are updating. So now if my report has not identified the entry vector, spear phishing is potentially somewhere I might want to be looking. But also if I've overlooked other areas that might be useful to probe into, like Visual Basic scripts, I might want to start looking in these areas and see, have I missed anything? Or is there anything there that looks a bit suspicious? And this is the same with ongoing attacks. As you're seeing techniques being implemented, you can get a feel for similar techniques that have been implemented in other attacks that you might be about to see and might want to brace yourself for. So the technique inference engine gives defenders and researchers a really good tool to aid their research and improve the decision-making abilities using this prediction method.